is the most chaotic age in history. A research says that 50% of the entire population has some kind of mental disorders. That means 1 in every 2 people has been affected by mental illness. 8 million people die each year due to suicide, and the rate is rising day by day. Do you now see how fucked up this world is? I know many of you are facing depression. When I was young, I came to my father and asked, please cure my depression. He said that's the wrong question. Ask, what is depression? What is the cause of my depression? And that incident opened my eyes. How can you fix a problem if you don't know the cause? What's the cause of depression? We will explore into that deeply. The information in this video is taken from various books such as The Untethered Soul, The Power of Now, A Course in Miracles. These books are a must-read. The free PDF links will be provided in the description. It's actually a shame how little attention the Western world pays to the laws of inner energy. We study the energy outside and give great value to energy resources, but we ignore the energy within. Have you ever fallen in love when you are in love? Do you feel the vast inner energy? Yeah, that's the energy I am talking about. But why we feel that energy sometimes, and sometimes we feel so drained. To explain the law of inner energy, I will give you an example. Let's say that you're in your 20s and your girlfriend breaks up with you. Breakup leaves you in a deep depression, isolating yourself at home in a messy space. But nothing seems to help. You just have no energy. Your friends invite you out, but you decline. You are simply too tired to do anything. You even think of suicide. Most people have been there at some time in their lives. You feel that you have no way out, and it seems like you will stay there forever. Then suddenly, one day, the phone rings. It's your girlfriend. That's right, the one who dumped you 3 months ago. She's crying, expressing her love and desire to reconcile. Now, how are you doing? Seriously, how long does it take you to get enough energy to jump out of bed, clean up the apartment, take a shower, and get some color back in your face? It's practically instantaneous. You're filled with energy the moment you hang up the phone. How does this happen? You can't just ignore these enormous shifts in your energy level. Where exactly did all that energy come from? There was no sudden change in your eating or sleeping habits. What you'll see, if you watch carefully, is that you have a phenomenal amount of energy inside of you. It doesn't come from food, and it doesn't come from sleep. This energy is always available to you. At any moment, you can draw upon it. It just wells up and fills you from inside. When you're filled with this energy, you feel like you could take on the world. When it is flowing strongly, you can actually feel it coursing through you in waves. It gushes up spontaneously from deep inside and restores, replenishes, and recharges you. The only reason you don't feel this energy all the time is because you block it. You block it by closing your heart. This blockage of energy is the reason why you're depressed. There are centers within that channel your energy flow. When you close them, there is no energy. When you open them, there is. Although various energy centers exist within you, the one you intuitively know the most about opening and closing is your heart. Now many people will say what the fuck I am talking about. The heart is just a pump which circulates blood. No, you are wrong. It has been discovered that there is also a small brain in heart. This heart brain is composed of approximately 40,000 neurons that are like neurons in the brain, meaning that the heart has its own nervous system. The natural energy flows through your heart, but you block it sometimes by your choice. When you were a child, why did you always felt happy, joyful, and full of energy? It's because during childhood, you never blocked your inner energy. Has someone ever broken your heart? The same person you felt love for now makes you feel depressed and low. You feel a tightness in your chest. This happens because you closed your heart. The heart is an energy center, and it can open or close. The yogis call energy centers chakras. When you close your heart center, energy can't flow in. When energy can't flow in, there's darkness. Depending upon how closed you are, you either feel tremendous disturbance or overwhelming lethargy. How many times have you experienced these dynamics in your life? You have a wellspring of beautiful energy inside of you. When you are open, you feel it. When you are closed, you don't. In yoga, it is called Shakti. You should know about this energy because it's yours. It's your birthright, and it's unlimited. You can call upon it anytime you want. Regain your kingdom. It has nothing to do with age. Some 80-year-old people have the energy and enthusiasm of a child. The only thing you have to know is that opening allows energy in and closing blocks it out. That is the cure to all depression, anxiety, fear. The problem is, we don't control our energy. Under normal circumstances, our state of openness is left to psychological factors. Basically, we are programmed to open or close based upon our past experiences. Impressions from the past are still inside of us, and they get stimulated by different events. But you should never leave something as important as your energy flow to chance. If you like energy, and you do, then don't ever close. The more you learn to stay open, the more the energy can flow into you. Do not let anything that happens in life be important enough that you're willing to close your heart over it. If you can feel that joy and love all the time, then who cares what happens outside? Now we will explore another deep question. Why does your heart get blocked? What you will find is that the heart closes because it becomes blocked by stored, unfinished energy patterns from your past. What it means to live life is to experience the moment that is passing through you, and then experience the next moment, and then the next. Many different experiences will come in and pass through you. It's a phenomenal system when it is working properly. But when you don't let an event pass through you, it causes the blockage. Let's say your father abused you very much in childhood. You have some really bad memories that you don't like. Now, when someone asks you about your father, you become uncomfortable. Those bad memories come up again, as if you are again living that memories. You see, what happened here is that your traumatic memories of your childhood never passed through, or you never let it pass through you. The event was so disturbing that you became protective. That's the survival instinct. When you hurt an animal, it will try to protect itself. You also do the same, but in a different way. This survival instinct has gone through evolutionary changes. Many of us no longer lack food, water, clothing, or shelter. Nor do we regularly face life-threatening physical danger. As a result, the protective energies have adapted toward defending the individual psychologically rather than physically. We now experience the daily need to defend our self-concepts rather than our bodies. Nonetheless, the same impulses that make a deer run away urge you to run away. Suppose somebody raises their voice at you or talks about an uncomfortable subject. These are not physically threatening circumstances, yet your heart starts pumping a little faster. That's exactly what happens to deer whenever they hear a sudden sound. Their hearts start pumping faster, and they either freeze or run away. In your case, however, it's not usually the kind of fear that causes you to physically run away. It's just a deep personal fear demanding protection. Since it's not socially acceptable to run into the woods and hide like a deer, you hide inside. When the moment in front of you is very disturbing, you block it. Now that moment will stay with you forever. It will come up again and again, because you never let it pass through you. That's what causes blockages. And the sad part is that inside you have stored thousands of such events which haven't still passed through you. They come up every day, but you just force them down. That's what we call life. Living with these blockages and trying to cover them up and forget them. We indulge in activities like drinking, smoking, porn. You see how terrible is our condition. We just want to forget our blockages. When your mother asks you, "How was your day?" you reply, depending on the mood you are in. Actually, a day spent without getting hurt is a good day. Our life has just become an attempt to not get hurt, so that those blockages don't come up. Blockages are energies only, the negative energies that you never wanted to experience, so you block them. These energies want to pass through. That's why they keep coming up again. Stop hurting yourself. Stop standing in the way of your own happiness. Let's say one day you open your closet and you suddenly see a monster, and you immediately lock it. Now, whenever you go near that closet, you hear the noise that the monster makes. You get disturbed. Now you have kept a monster in your room. Now, every day when you will wake up, you will hear the monster. You get disturbed. It stays on your mind all day. You can't sleep at night because of that monster. It keeps screaming. Our everyday situation is quite similar to this. We all also have these blockages inside, which are not less than a monster. They completely ruin your life. You have to understand this. Now, let's come back to our story again. One day you decide enough is enough. Now you want to throw that monster out. You open the closet with courage, and what you see is really funny. What you locked inside the closet thinking that it was a monster was actually a beautiful bird, which wanted to get out. That's why it was screaming. Now, you have to do the same thing. You have to gather courage and open up your blockages and let the negative energy pass through, which you have stored for so long. Now, whenever you get hurt, just let that energy pass through completely. Don't resist. Not even a bit. And I am sure life will give you situations which will make you hurt. Use them to release your feeling. Life puts you through hell to clear your blockages. Whenever you feel hurt, just observe the feeling completely. Don't get rushed into it. Try to make separation between you and your feelings, and one lucky day you will realize all your feeling passed and only you are left. Then all your blockages will be cleared, and then your life will become a paradise. You have to follow these 3 principles to remove all the blockages. 1. Meditation. At least meditate 1 hour daily, and in meditation, completely surrender yourself and let all your blockages come up. You will surely feel disturbed, but you have to release them. Just don't resist them and they will just pass through you so softly that you won't even feel. 2. Mindfulness. If you want to separate yourself from your blocked energies, mindfulness is very helpful. Just try to be mindful all day that what's going inside you. 3. Non-resistance. That's the most important principle. Live a life without resistance. Decrease your desires. Let it happen, whatever happens. Just don't resist anything. Let everything pass through. Brothers, that's all. I hope you guys gained something by watching this video. Show love to others, and most importantly, show love to yourself.